What is up, guys? This is RizzyPOW, and this is going to be week 1 of season 7 of the NPL, the National Pokeball League. If you guys didn't already watch my draft analysis video, that will be in the link in the description. And I'm just going to be doing a bit of a team builder kind of thing. So if you guys want to skip to the actual battle, I think there will be a timestamp in the description. If I remember, hopefully, I'm sure I will, because, you know, I remember stuff. Remember. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, this is gonna be week 1 of this league, and we're gonna be going up against Cheese Boy 628, aka the inferior Phoenix team, because they suck. But yeah, we're gonna prove that we're definitely the better Phoenix team in today's battle. Hopefully, you know. But I'm trying to find something on my phone real quick. There we go. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing something different for the team builders. Usually, like, I just jump into Showdown, but I just want to talk about the matchup a little bit. I have my prepping sheet open. You can kind of see some notes. Hopefully, I'm not sure if this is a good idea or not, but it's something different. I'm gonna go into the team builder though as well. Just talk about a minute or two over here about the matchup, and then I'll get into the team builder. You can kind of see like some of the notes that I have when I was building. I wrote a lot of stuff, but yeah. Anyways, if you guys look at the matchup, this is against this team. So this is my team, of course, and this is Cheese's team, the Manaphy, and I have the KB team. But first thing I can see, obviously, Manaphy is actually a huge threat. Usually, like, I'm not like, Manaphy is a scary Pokemon usually, but I feel like it's a bit overrated. Although against my team, it's really, really good, just because like, he has many options. The option that comes to mind like first off, because I have a really hyper offensive team, is Z Rain Dance, and all he really needs is like Tail Glow, and then his coverage moves really need to be Surf and Dazzling Gleam are pretty much what he needs. He could have Energy Ball for Lantern, and he could be Tail Glow 3 attacks. That could be a set as well. And the last set I could also see him bringing is like the CM Rest Rain Dance set, which is alright. He'd be Mono Scald, which I don't know. I was thinking about Banded Kyurem, because that helps. Banded KB, that helps versus like that kind of set, or even bringing Lantern with the Water Absorb. I don't think he would bring that set though, because I do have a Water Absorb Lantern, but he might not do that. And I know Cheese. The thing about Cheese also that I'll say over here is that this is his first game in Gen 7. He is a really good player. He made it to the finals in Season 5 of the NPL. And yeah, I know that though he doesn't spend a ton of time on his teams. Like, he builds them really quickly sometimes though. But yeah, overall this is his first Gen 7 game. So that's kind of something to keep in the know. But I'm still not going to rule out like Z Rain Dance, Manaphy, or anything. So that's the scariest thing to my team, I feel, Manaphy. Another big threat that I was thinking about his team was Donphan, like because my team is like really ground weak. I was thinking that he could potentially be like Rock Polish Donphan. He could have Gunk Shot for the Clefable. Would also hit Breloom, Stone Edge for like Arrow and stuff like that. It also hit KB. And yeah, that thing also was kind of scary, but yeah. So Cheese's team also something to do with it. He has Manaphy, and then he has a lot of nice bulk. He also has Stoutland plus the T-Tar core, and then he has some like speedy stuff with Raikou and Swallow. He has that normal spam with Swallow and Stoutland. Mega T-Tar plus Stoutland, I didn't feel like we're that good versus my team, because, you know, I have one Mega Aerodactyl. Like, it's a pretty decent check to Stoutland, as well as it outspeeds +1 Mega Tyranitar. What else? Both of these things, like, if it's a DDT-Tar, I feel is not good at all, because like I have stuff like Vacuum Wave, Blaziken, Water Shuriken, Ninja, Mach Punch on Breloom. I just, you know, Oko it, and I even have Scarf Focus Blast Gengar as an option. What else do I have that, you know, it can't outspeed Mega Aerodactyl +1 again. And Stoutland, again, I have a lot of things I feel Revenge Kill it, as well as like a lot of normal resist / immunities that it can't just spam its normal attacks. So whereas like it's alright versus me, like I felt like I kind of underestimated it in the prep, and yeah, I guess we'll get into that in a second. Let's get into the actual team now. All right, here we are in the actual team builder against Cheese. So as you guys can see, I was saying stuff about Mega Aerodactyl could outspeed some stuff on his team, like +1 T-Tar. But I decided not to go Jolly to outspeed that kind of stuff. I felt that Adamant was really nice, and I could take advantage of some of SPDF EVs just because, you know, it'd been nice. But yeah, I have Stone Edge, Wing Attack as my double stab. I have Roost because, again, this thing is going to be switching into stuff like Swallow. It can take any hit from Swallow and then Revenge kill it. And then I have Eco as my last move. I was really thinking about going Aqua Tail because Aqua Tail hits Donphan. It also hits Heatran as well. And I feel like Shucka or Air Balloon Heatran are pretty likely, so Aqua Tail would be nice for that. What else did I think of Aqua Tail? It just also is a very nice neutral versus a lot of his Mons, but I decided to go with Earthquake just because I was going a little bit later why I didn't want Aqua Tail. It had something to do with this Mon, this Blaziken. But yeah, I definitely wanted Roost because another thing about this Mega Aerodactyl is that with this SPDF EVs, I can switch into Amoonguss very well, and I can even Roost off of its Giga Drains, even though I lose my Flying type when I Roost. Giga Drain should not be doing 50%. So that's why I have these SPDF EVs. It's just nice in general. Something I did do that was kind of not good. I should have probably had some more defense EVs or HP EVs to prevent like Life Orb Stoutland from 2-killing me with certain attacks and stuff. Just be a bit better about it, but I didn't have the best prep for it at all. But yeah, we'll see when it gets to the battle. But next I have Drill. So another thing I was thinking about, like, you know, the T-Tar Stoutland thing, was that if I do bring Sandrush, SD Drill with like a Life Orb or even just like some boosting item is really good versus team because it breaks down his bulk really, really nicely. You know, it can break through Sylveon, Amoonguss after an SD. Donphan doesn't want to take any +2 attack. Mandibuzz isn't taking a +2 Rock Slide very well, and it's just a really good breaker for him. And if he does bring T-Tar, that means he's going to be giving me Sand as well. And this thing could potentially, like, it revenges a lot of his offense as well in the Sand. Like, you know, T-Tar will revenge kill Raikou, it can revenge and outspeed Swellow, Manaphy as well, and so I was really thinking about like SD Drill, but I decided to go with a more bulky set. I should have probably gone Chople on this because, again, I don't have the best prep for Stoutland, I was saying, because I kind of underlooked it a little bit, and Chople would have actually helped me versus a superpower in Stoutland. It would have been nice for like a neutral hit from T-Tar, like a nice superpower. It would have been good for that. But yeah, this thing can come in on stuff like a lot of Mons like Sylveon and Raikou, and I can easily be able to get on my rocks versus those things. I have Toxic because I can Toxic Mandibuzz, which is his hazard removal, so I can punish his hazard removal if he wants to come in on me getting up rocks. And then Mono Earthquake is my only attack. I feel like Swellow, like the main thing that Earthquake isn't hitting is Swellow, and I feel like I have a Mega Aerodactyl for that always switches in and checks Swellow, so I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, I also have Rapid Spin because, you know, I have a KB plus a Mega Aerodactyl on my team. And yeah, these two Mons, and my next Mon is actually going to be a breaker. So I actually have Pomeg Berry, Natural Gift Ice, SD, Breloom. So Mach Punch is super good this game. It revenge kills so much stuff, like it revenge kills Heatran, Stoutland, Raikou. After rocks, it actually just straight up kills Swellow, Mega T-Tar. So Mach Punch is really nice in this game. It's Technician Boost as well. And I have Pomeg Berry actually. The reason is because let me actually get into my HP a little bit first. But so I don't really need much speed because, you know, most of the time I'm gonna be hitting stuff with Mach Punch, and the only thing I'm gonna be hitting with the Natural Gift Ice is Mandibuzz or the Amoonguss. And so I just thought I could invest a lot in bulk, and what this bulk does is allows me to take a Sludge Bomb from Amoonguss. So if I'm in a position where I need to SD up on Amoonguss and then kill it with a +2 Natural Gift Ice, I can do that. If I also it also allows me to live 1 Dazzling Gleam from Manaphy, which is nice because that means it can't just come in on revenge kill me. I can Bullet Seed it if it tries to do that, and it's the biggest threat to my team, so obviously I would do that. And let's see, what else is it nice for? It can just live more attacks in general versus team, which is it's pretty nice. So that's what this bulk allows me to do, and it's not like I really need the speed. But I decided to go with Pomegberry. Ganlon Berry is actually better for Natural Gift because Ganlon Berry gives a base 100, it gives a base 100 ice attack, and Pomegberry only does a base 90. Now the thing about Pomegberry though is that it cannot be eaten, whereas Ganlon Berry is eaten in a pinch. So if I'm like under 25%, I lose my Ganlon Berry and Natural Gift doesn't work anymore. So that's why I decided to go Pomegberry, because after a Sludge Bomb, I'm in range of Ganlon Berry popping, and this bulk doesn't really matter as much anymore if that happens. So Pomegberry is a bit weaker. It would be really good if I'm able to get Rocks up to put Amogus as well as Mandibuzz in guaranteed range of +2 Natural Gift with the Pomegberry. So that's because I'm not running Ganlon Berry, but I definitely think it's worth it. It actually almost lost me a mock because I was Ganlon Berry at one point. So I have Pomegberry, but my next mon is a Choice Scarf Gengar. Now this could have been a breaker versus team. Life Orb was really good. But I decided to go with Choice Scarf because a couple things. I was really scared of Z Rain Dance Manaphy. It's really good versus my team. Again, it only really needs 2 coverage moves versus me, and it can kind of fuck me up. So yeah, I also didn't have Focus Blast, which Energy Ball. The reason why I didn't have Energy Ball, I had Energy Ball over Focus Blast, was because like, I knew it could help me revenge +1 T-Tar, but I felt like I had enough stuff for +1 T-Tar. Like, I had Sandwich Drill, I had Mach Punch Breloom, I had, that was pretty much it. But, I still hit it decently hard with Energy Ball, and I was scared about Rock Polish Donphan, and this is able to outspeed a +2 Donphan, although Shadow Ball plus Mach Punch from Breloom do not kill Donphan from full. So Energy Ball plus Mach Punch do. So that's also why I have Energy Ball, because I was scared of the Rock Polish Donphan. Sludge Wave, it also hits Manaphy better than Thunder, or it has higher accuracy to hit Manaphy than Thunder if I'm ever in that position. Thunder is also really good because Thunder plus Mach Punch kills off the Manaphy, whereas Energy Ball plus Mach Punch do not. And if I might be in that position, plus if he is Z Rain Dance, I don't even have to worry about the 70% accuracy, and I can just go for a Thunder and kill him at that point. So that's really nice. And next mon is going to be my next breaker. I had my Fighting Core this week with Breloom plus Blaziken, and this is actually a set that the Verd, he's another coach in the majors. He actually suggested this spread, or not this spread, this really cool Blaziken set. So I was thinking like Agility, which would have been really cool, but I decided that I was gonna go with the nice Sunny Day Blaziken, and the reason for that was because his main 2 Blaziken checks are Donphan and Manaphy. Mandibuzz as well can be one. But Sunny Day helps versus all 3 of those because Sunny Day pretty much versus the Donphan. If he goes into Donphan, I set up a Sunny Day on the switch into Donphan, I can just Oko with Solar Beam. If I set up a Sunny Day on the switch into like a Manaphy, like if he is trying to pivot in on a Flare Blitz or something like that, I can Sunny Day up, and that means he cannot kill me with a Scald. Because sun is up, so I will be able to live Surfer Scald from him, and I can just go for High Jump Kick. I probably wouldn't go for Solar Beam unless I know his entire set, because he could just go for Rain Dance and I'd be locked into Solar Beam, and that would be really, really bad. So I go for High Jump Kick, and since Manaphy is the biggest threat to my team, that's really nice, getting it's going to be like over 50% on Manaphy, and that's really nice. And his last check being Mandibuzz in the sun. If I can get some chip off, which I think I should be able to with a combination of Toxic on Drill as well as having Rocks up, I should... Oh shit, I actually clicked the wrong one. You guys didn't see that KB set. But with the combination of Toxic and Rocks, Flare Blitz, there's a good... I feel like I can get in range of a Sunny day boosted Flare Blitz. Same day boosted Flare Blitz does about 65% to the Mandibuzz, so that's really nice. And my last set is KB. This is a set I was considering, and Bird also kind of, told me that, like, made it more, kind of convinced me more a bit to run this set, and I ended up doing it. I had, like, Banded at some point as well, because Banded was, it was kind of nice, and it hit stuff, and I could also have Sleep Talk for the Amoonguss, but as I was thinking more and more, I was pretty sure that he wasn't actually going to be Spore on Amoonguss. I felt that AV was better, or he just did not have the move slots. Now, there's still a decent chance that he could have Spore on Amoonguss, and that would be kind of annoying, and I have to deal with it, but I feel like there's a good chance he will not be able to afford the Spore on it, but he might. We'll see. But yeah, these EV spreads, they make sure that I can OHKO specific things. I forget because it's actually been a little while before I have built the team. But Assault Vest KB is really good in this match because it ensures that Manaphy will not sweep me because +3 Dazzling Gleam can't kill me. It also means that, like, I can live any one hit from Heatran, I can kill it. I can live any one hit from Sylveon and Iron Head it. I can live I can live any one hit from pretty much anything on his team and just kill it. And actually, I remember this special attack investment means that I can OHKO max HP Donphan with Ice Beam, even through Sturdy, because I have the Terra Volt ability. But yeah, I can live a hit from literally anything with this Assault Vest. I can't live a T-Tar hit, but I can also take a hit from Swellow. So, and yeah, I don't really need to take any physical hits either because I'm already dying to T-Tar Stone Edge. Stoutland can always just superpower me. Glade's going to just close combat me. So that's why I went with a defense, minus defense nature. And yeah, that's pretty much the team. I'm hoping it's going to do well. I've already had the battle at this point, but yeah, a lot of things. Hopefully Breloom, this like core can break his team down, and I can potentially win with Scarf Gengar. Or Mega Aerodactyl is a good win condition at the end as well. Breloom can also be a good win condition. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the team builder. It was a bit long. I'm really sorry about that. But if you guys really wanted to skip it, you could have looked in the description. But don't skip it because you want to see my beautiful stuff, I think. I hope you do. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. And I'll see you guys in the actual battle. Peace. All right, we are here with the actual battle up against the inferior Phoenix team. But yeah, if you guys didn't see my team, it's like literally right like 5 seconds ago. You can just scroll back, or not scroll back, but just look back. But yeah, so right when I saw Cheese's team, I got a bit nervous because not a ton of stuff I did expect. I didn't 100% expect Mega T-Tar and Stoutland, like, even though, like, it says Mega and stuff, and I really, like, I thought there was, like, a decent chance Mega T-Tar could come. I didn't really expect Stoutland, so I knew I could deal with both of them. I just was a bit, scared, I guess. Not really scared, but, a bit nervous when I saw them, but pretty much everything else was completely expected. The only thing that, I really was surprised not to see was the Mandibuzz, because it was because like Amoonguss plus Mandibuzz walled a lot of my team, and I thought it was pretty good, but he didn't end up bringing that, so pretty interesting. I know I can deal with Swellow because I have a Mega Aerodactyl that can switch in on it, roost off damage, and always get off damage versus the rest of his team. Nothing on his team appreciates a hit from Mega Aerodactyl at all. And like on Amoonguss, I was saying that he might not appreciate Synthesis, or like if he's max defense, he won't be too KO'd by Mega Aerodactyl. He might not, but like I don't think he can even afford Synthesis because he needs stuff like Clear Smog. He needs Foul Play to hit the KB on the switch in. He needs potentially a Sludge Bomb, some Grass Stab where it'd be Grass Knot, Seed Bomb, or Giga Drain. Most likely Giga Drain, but yeah, I don't know if he could afford like a lot of move slots. There's like oh shit, oh god, you guys saw that live. I am sorry. Fuck no, I dropped water a little bit, not that much. I feel bad. Oh no, everything's wet. I'm just going to continue this recording as if nothing happened. I'm actually going to grab a towel and just, there we go. It's not as wet anymore. Oh no. I'm going to now drink the rest. Actually, I'm not. Whatever. Fuck. I'm sorry. But, yeah, anyways, talking about it. So Manaphy, obviously, definitely the biggest threat. He ended up even bringing Donphin, which was also another thing I was surprised to see. The double Sandcore could be kind of scary. And I only really prep for DD on Tar. So I feel like I under prep for Tar. As you'll see, I kind of have a problem with Tar during the game. And then Heatran, this looked like it was his rocker on the team because I didn't feel like T-Tar was a good rocker in the game when my spinner just completely beat it. And he doesn't have the option to run Shuka or anything, whereas, you know, he's probably going to be Shuka Heatran, it's looking like. And he could also be Chopo for, like, Blaziken. And then Amoonguss was just, I was expecting to be AV or just straight up max Spadef to take on stuff like my Greninja, my Gengar, and just some other stuff. But, yeah, I think right here I was looking at his team and I didn't see like the threats that I wanted Drill to completely wall. Like, what is it? I didn't see the threats like Raikou and Sylveon, whereas I could just, like, you know, I wanted to be healthy for those things. So I was just thinking I could lead off with Drill and I can live a hit from pretty much anything. I want to keep Drill alive though, but I don't need it healthy at all. I like to keep it alive to be able to revenge kill Stoutland as well as T-Tar and Sand and just fire off big EQs because he does not have a good EQ switch in, even though I am uninvested in attack. So that's why I decided I led off with my Drill as he led off with Manaphy. Now this is not the very best lead, but I didn't feel like he was going to go for Tail Glow straight away. I felt like most likely he'd just go for Surf this turn, and I even said earlier I did not need my Drill healthy at all. All it really needed was to get up Rocks, and Rocks are very good versus team. He does not have a hazard removal unless he is Defog Swallow, and even if he is, he's taking damage. Just a chip down Stoutland is super nice. Just everything is neutral at least on his team to Rocks, and just getting all that chip is very, very important for me, especially to ensure Amoonguss dying to +2 Natural Gift Ice from my Breloom. Rocks are very important, and I made a pretty, like, I'm not going to call it a misplay because it was an alright play, but I don't feel like it was my most optimal play. Right here, I decided to just hard switch out into my Drill, or into my KB. Drill was very bulky, like had a lot of Spadef, so it could have been able to live any one hit that Manaphy threw at me. So I should have just gotten up my Rocks, but I just went hard into my AV KB. And I know I can take a Dazzling Gleam easy, and I can get a hit off versus team. And I just go for Fusion Bolt, and I see that is max HP T-Tar. And all of a sudden, I don't have the best switch-ins to this thing. I have no switch-ins. So right here, I'm going to actually go Drill on a predicted Stone Edge. I knew that Superpower was a potential thing that he could have had, but I kind of didn't have a good play at this point. I should have probably had Chople Drill, and also, if Drill had gotten up Rock's first turn, I could have had it as a sack right now, and it would have not been bad because he does go for Superpower. As you see, I was thinking he might go for Stone Edge, but there's not really any other play I could go for. I could potentially go Breloom, but Breloom is so insanely good versus team because like, Breloom is just really good versus team. It takes one hit from Manaphy and kills with Bullet Seed. It destroys Swallow with Mach Punch, destroys Stoutland with Mach Punch, has the lure for my Amoonguss, and it just destroys these last two things with Mach Punch. So I was not risking Breloom at this point just yet, especially because if he did go for Superpower, I'd rather lose Drill. But he does go for Superpower, and I should have definitely been Chople looking back on the matchup. Like, leftovers were really not needed. But yeah, I'm just gonna die right there as I'm gonna go hard Breloom. I could have also maybe gone Blaziken and gotten a ton of momentum off, but I wanted to just set up the Swords Dance right here to scare him. I wanted right here I was expecting Amoonguss to switch out, expecting the Natural Gift Ice, so I was scouting. I was scouting if he would scout for that, and then the next time I could go for the Natural Gift Ice. The next time I set up an SD, if that makes any sense. So I'm pretty much just scouting if he would switch right here, but he doesn't. So if I just stayed and went for Natural Gift Ice, I would have been able to kill the Amoonguss, but he just decided to stay in. He went for Clear Smog. which is fine because now I have Mega Aerodactyl and I can just go for wing attacks, and that does a ton of damage to him. So he has very little defense investment at all, I know, and that means that I don't need any rock damage, any damage from rocks, which I can't even get up anymore because I fucked up with my drill. But he will die to +2 natural gift ice from full because he has very little defense, as he goes for foul play right here, and that's fine because foul play is actually doing just below 50%, which I made sure to EV that it would do that. So I'm now just gonna be able to roost up as he gets a switch into his T-Tar, and that is a huge problem because I don't have the best switch-ins, and I'm gonna go into Breloom as I did have a lot of bulk, and I had like over 150 EVs in HP, so I'd have not taken it amazingly, but I would have taken it decently well. And you'll see the Stone Edge might have affected things later in the game, the Stone Edge miss, but I would have still lived and be able to check this thing. As right here, I'm gonna set up another SD this time. And this time I'm going to just straight up go for the natural gift ice, as he doesn't see it coming, and I'm just going to be able to kill off his Amoonguss. And now I have a +2 Breloom here. Could have gone for Mach Punch and done a ton to Manaphy, but I still wanted to keep this thing for priority versus the rest of his team. Just look at Mach Punch versus the rest of his team. If I can also get up, if I can weaken Manaphy and I can if I can set up an SD, I pretty much win this game unless he is Chople on his Heatran. So I'm just going to switch out of my Breloom into my KB. I know he was going to go for Dazzling Gleam, but it was my safest play. I did take a decent chunk, but I can now just straight up go for an attack. So now this is also another misplay that I made. I went for Earth Power right here. So I thought Earth Power would have done a little bit more to Mega T-Tar, and with that it would have probably been in range of Iron Head. But E-Power actually does the same amount of damage as Fusion Bolt to Mega T-Tar, because Mega T-Tar is insanely bulky. He doesn't care about super effective attacks. Yeah, and also what E-Power would have done for me is put E-Power, if he decided to stay in for some reason, it put him in range of Thunder from my Gengar. So I thought I was going to be getting a bit more damage off on Mega T-Tar by going for E-Power. I was thinking that E-Power plus Iron Head would have killed, and I should have calced better right here. That was a bit of a mistake, but nonetheless I'm going to go for E-Power. If I did know that it didn't, I might have gone really risky and went for the Iron Head, because I felt that I was a bit in the back after losing my drill and not being able to get up rocks. So I might have been able to, I might have ended up going for Iron Head. I'm not sure though. I'm not in the moment right now, but right now I went for Earth Power, and that was a bit of a misplay. Yeah, it's not going to kill, and Kieran Black at this point, it dies to 2 Dazzling Gleam, so it's not really going to be very useful anymore. So I'm just going to go for Iron Head to get some damage off, potentially flinch. I didn't flinch though, I didn't think I would. And he's just going to kill me off, and right here he is very low. That means T-Tar is dead, and this thing was a huge threat to my team. I didn't prep very well for max HP, max attack adamant T-Tar, because I didn't have any switch-ins or any like even good pivots into it. So I made a bit of mistake in the prep, so I need to make sure that in the future I don't do that. But I'm just going to kill off that T-Tar as he goes into Manaphy, and I'm just going to go hard into my Gengar right here because I knew I would live a Surf, and if he did try to set up a Tail Glow or a Z Rain Dance, I could just go for the Thunder right here, and he'd be in range of Mach Punch from Breloom, and it would not be able to sweep me. And if I wasn't Scarf Gengar, he does go for the Z Rain Dance right here, and I would have actually just lost to Z Rain Dance Manaphy, because in the rain, Aerodactyl dies, Blaziken dies to Surf, and Breloom dies to Dazzling Gleam, as well as Gengar actually just drops to Surf. But I was Scarf Gengar with Thunder, so I'm just going to go for that right over here, as I do get the pair. It doesn't matter because he is Hydration, and he just kills off my Gengar, but that damage is super important because it puts him in range of Mach Punch from my Breloom. So now Manaphy is dead. That's really good for me, and he's going to go into Swellow. I have a Aerodactyl that I don't mind, you know, taking, like it can pivot into it, as he just goes for the U-turn, which is a really good play, and now he goes on to Stoutland. And this is a bit where I also don't play super well. Actually, I didn't play that bad, but I'll have to explain. Let me explain this. I'm explaining it bad. I don't know what I'm saying, but so right here I go for the Roost right when the Stoutland comes in. I did that because I didn't know the Stoutland set yet. I didn't know if he was Life Orb. I didn't know if he was banned or what. If he was banded Ice Fang or banded Thunder Fang or something like that, from that 87% or whatever I was at, what percentage was I at with Mega Aerodactyl after the U-turn? I was at 86%. I think Ice Fang did like 87% or did like 92% max or something if he was banded Ice Fang. So I went for Roost right there because I would have lost my flying type. I would have gotten information on what kind of set this Stoutland was. And yeah, I'm going to Roost up right here. And he's just going to go for the return on my Roost. Oh shit. He's going to go for a return on my Roost, you're going to see. And that's going to put me at 57%. So now right here, I kind of got clouded. Like, I was like not thinking super properly. I was like really kind of stressed because I didn't know I was going to win this game or not. But I knew that if he went for Superpower actually killed Mega Aerodactyl right here. He would have been at -1 attack, and that means that with the 76% that I have left on Breloom, I could actually live one return and set up an SD and win the game, unless he is Chople Tran, which I don't think that Cheese would have ran that, but I'm not 100% sure. And another play that I could have done instead of staying in on the potential Superpower was go out into my Blaziken out of lived one, and I could have gone for a high jump kick because I was Jolly, and from this return damage we know that he is Adamant Life Orb, and I could have killed it or gotten at least high jump kick off and kill something. But if he did decide to go for another return and he didn't go for Superpower right here, I would have just straight up lost the game because Blaziken would have died to a return. So what I did right here was I decided that he's probably going to go for Superpower and Blaziken would probably be the better play, but I'm just going to go for a wing attack, and I'm just going to sack off Mega Aerodactyl to put him into -1 attack, and since he's at -1 attack, I will be able to live any one hit, set up a Swords Dance, and hopefully be able to sweep him right here. So I kill off the Stoutland, and I'm going to be able to kill off the Heatran because it is Balloon Tran, and Swellow is going to die after that because Swellow has no defenses. Yeah, that's going to be game. That was a 2-0. We are 1-0. We're 1-0 with a +2 differential in the NPL now. Hopefully this wasn't like a super long video or like you guys enjoyed or whatever, but yeah, I definitely made some mistakes. I should have been Chople Drill in this matchup, not just for potential Superpower Train, because Superpower was just a nice neutral hit versus my entire team. I could have been it for Stoutland because I didn't have the best prep for Stoutland. I could have also been it for Specs or a Spear Raikou because somebody brought that in a mock of mine, which I didn't really think was very good, Specs Raikou versus me, but you know, it could be a potential. Maybe like Life Orb or a Spear. I could have also had that 4 and just killed it with an Earthquake after that. But yeah, Breloom ended up getting 5 kills this match. It killed the Amoonguss with the Natural Gift Ice. It killed Swellow, Stoutland, and Heatran with after it set up an SD, and it also killed Manaphy with Revenge Kill Mach Punch after the Gengar. So Breloom destroyed, and it's like 5-0 right now. I think it's actually the MVP in the NPL after week 1, so that is really cool to see. But yeah, we proved that we are the superior Phoenix team, guys. Now, one thing that I will say that there was a Stone Edge miss earlier in the match. Now, I think it was like, where was it? I think it was right here. No. We're way too early. Oh yeah, it was like right here. So I switch out into my Breloom on the T-turn. He misses the Stone Edge, and if he lands the Stone Edge, return -1 return would have actually killed my Breloom. So what I've done in that situation is it would have actually been a 50-50, and I think I would have probably gone Blaziken on the Superior. I've probably gone Blaziken on the Superior if in that case, instead of wing attacking and knowing that if he was at -1 attack, I would have won the game with Breloom. So there's that. So, and I also think I might have been playing the game a bit differently and stuff. So I don't know 100% if he definitely would have not 100% won if he did land the Stone Edge, but it was a bit annoying because it gave me a better chance to win essentially. So that Stone Edge miss kind of sucked, but yeah, it was a pretty good game against Cheese. It was also kind of weird though. He didn't have any defense investment on Amoongus, so if I brought like SD Drill with like Life Orb Sand Rush, I actually could have done a ton of work versus him, which found that kind of surprising. He didn't bring any bulk for Drill when he had the Sand Core. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I'm not really sure. I think that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, Blaziken didn't really do anything, which kind of sucks. Hopefully, he'll be able to do stuff in the future. But yeah, Breloom's a god, and hopefully, I'll be using this more in the future. I know a lot of people are indifferent about Breloom, but I actually really like it a lot. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.